of all, I went into the cabin and turned and closed the valve underneath the floor. The main one that runs this direction to this control, I shut that valve off, okay? Now I'm putting on a homemade orifice that I've got to try get some air blown through here. And I'm trying to remember there is a low spot in here that I'm trying to blow that and get that head toward the lodge and get it drained out. So I'm gonna just get that on. And as soon as we get that, we're ready to go.
So we can turn the air compressor on and start?
Yeah, you can plug it in.
Evidently you wait about 20 seconds for the pressure to build before you blow the pipe. Maybe a little longer.
So you're looking for 80 pounds a square inch.
Okay, then I shut that out, blow that. Now everything's going that direction. Once we've got that all blown out and so on, I let it run a while. Then I make sure everything's open back up again. Put the head back on. And we're done. This pipe feeds the lodge in that direction. It's a shut off. This one feeds everything downstream. We had it all shut off. We shut off earlier. I just opened them just a little bit before I go down in case there's anything sitting in there. I want to make sure it goes through. I'm going down in now. Down in, the way these work is you have a wellhead, and the wellhead pumps the water, right? And in a perfect world, if every time you go turn the water on in the house or cabin or wherever, the pump would have to kick on to save the pump because they're expensive. And there's submersible pump and it's probably down X feet down in. To save that, they put a pressure tank in there. And if you see a blue thing down there, that's a pressure tank. At some time in your ownership of this property, your pressure tank will fail. Okay? The pressure tank has solenoids on the outside where the electrical power is, and it's got the pressure tank is blue. On top there's an air hose there that you can increase your pressure, decrease your pressure a little bit there. But there's a bladder. So there, the lower part, the water gets pushed in. There's a bladder in the top part. So as the water rises up, you get pressure on that bladder. So now I go and use the water in the house, and the bladder is what pushes the water down, so the pump doesn't have to kick in till it hits a certain point. So it saves a lot on your pumps. So I'm going to go down in, and once I get down in, I'll show you what and where and why I'm here.
Is all the electricity off?
Yeah,
Remember you
shut
saying
off
that?
right there. Make sure that electricity.
Is that all the electricity off up there?
It is. Don't touch anything.
Here's a flashlight, Craig.
Right behind your left leg here is the pump, okay? The pump then is going to take water out of, here's where the cistern goes down, submersible pump goes down into the ground. It is pulled into this pump. That pump then pushes it into this tank. This is again the pressure tank. The pressure tank, then the water comes in underneath here and fills up, and the bladder gets pushed to pressure. This is probably the long one from upstairs that we did, the rod that went in that we shut off. So this is the main shut off there. This is the secondary shut off. As you can see, this pipe, if you can see the plastic tubing, goes down and out. Okay, that's down and out toward the direction of the cabins. I just turned a valve right here, and you can now see very little water came out, which is a good sign. You can see it's still dripping. You see that?
Yep.
Okay, I turned that on to bleed out the lines. I'm going to shut it back up.
You close it up.
Yep, I'm going to bleed it out, and I'm going to shut it up. The reason I shut it up, there's nothing in here, because I go, you can hear it ring. If it sounded thuds, then I'd have problems. I'd have to leave those open and figure out what the issue is. So right now the pressure tank still doing its job. Here's that nodule I talked about putting air into it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so that's what's taken care of. There's a heater, but we shut everything off in the winter, so we don't even need the heater anymore.
Okay.
Sound good?
What's that?
Okay. If you'd look down below, I just already put one of the boards in.
Okay.
I put the board in. It's held up by those retainer on the wall, cement wall there. The reason that is there is to try keep heat trapped down below in that cylinder so it doesn't. Even if it got cold, everything's drained down there. We didn't have a lot of water, which is a good sign, so everything looks really good. I'm going to put the other one in. Last one in. Thank you. There is a lock here.
You got an arrow right up there.
There it is. Thank you. And then turn it.
Okay.
Okay. We're done here. Everything's locked. Double checking. Make sure I'm locked here. That comes out. That comes out. Cap goes on. Cap goes on. We're done. We have to go under the lodge one last time to check to make sure everything's bled out, and we have to blow in the lodge yet, and those, and then we're done. So
All right.